Goddamn basketball. Yeah, let's do what random teams first. And I'm being the Cavaliers. Alright.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. D.A., take it away.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are always...
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Mobley and Allen, the two big men inside. Garland is out there with the Okoro. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. And for San Antonio, the 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 2. Should be a very tactical game tonight. Both teams, Greg, relying on execution in the half court.
Yeah, and that requires ball movement, player movement. You can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work.
Pass to Johnson for the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Markkanen against Pirtle. Markkanen passes to Garland. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Garland's got 5 now.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision. Solid at finding open teammates.
And Murray. Here we go.
Wow.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
There's the pass to Pirtle. Now here's McDermott. He's covered closely. Murray outside. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. And so just over a minute and a half played. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Yes, I got pushed.
You can use to describe Jared Allen, Greg, is efficient. He doesn't waste his chances at the offensive end. I mean, like ever.
He's very smart with his shot selection, but don't let that take away from his defense. Allen takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
McDermott, bounce pass. Johnson against Allen. Johnson's shot is off.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Pass to Mobley. Allen dishes to Mobley. Okoro.
Oh my God.
Garland. Outside, Markkanen.
No, I know it's going to be my first
The
miss.
3 off target. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Mobley. The Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
At the line for San Antonio, Devin Vassell.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the strike. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Allen in the post. Defended by Pirtle. Allen's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Vassell, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Vassell. 5 on the clock. To the inside. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Got to admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen.
There's Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Now McDermott. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Passes it to Johnson. Three-pointer. That shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
And Allen slams it in.
How about that? Throwing it down. Allen oozes energy and teammates feed off of it.
Spurs trail by 5. And now the first timeout called here for the Spurs.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Then for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Allen. Harris LeVert comes in for Mobley. And it's Sexton in for a Okoro.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And superb at just finding avenues to the bucket. When Sexton goes strong inside, he is hard to stop.
Richardson against LeVert. They grab their own miss. Tries yet again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
And Greg at 6'5" and 200 pounds. Not the most imposing frame for Josh Richardson, but he is a quality defender.
Well, a lot of it is between the ears. I mean, the plus wingspan helps, but it's that competitive will that enables him to hold his own. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
The shot's good.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Bates Diop, the pass to Richardson. Driving to the basket. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Tenacious on the take. Richardson effective at driving to the basket and converting through tough defense.
And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Love.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Garland against Jones.
No.
Here's Bates Diop. He's guarded by Markkanen. Walker in the post. He's going up against Love.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Markkanen passes to Garland. Markkanen dishes to Garland. The open look here for Sexton.
Come on. Make it.
From outside, off the mark. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 5. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio. You're watching 2K Sports. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, and I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
And so it's San Antonio with it. It's a 5-point game. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, they've got Sexton, Kevin Love out there with Lowry Markkanen. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Stevens in at the 3 slot. Back to Markkanen. And the pass to Stevens.
Oh my God, bro. Come on.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Richardson. And that one hits back iron. The Cavaliers leading by 5. LeVert finds Sexton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And I have a problem with Sexton at Alabama. How about he scored 40 points in a game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. Young fella was undaunted.
And he knocks down the first one. And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback, Greg. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario you can imagine.
Bates Diop misses.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Markkanen. A rebound by the Spurs.
There's no way I got triple teamed.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And there's the call. It's going to
Illegal
be
screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Jared Allen's checked in for Love. Mobley comes in for Lowry Markkanen. And it's a Okoro in for LeVert. Sexton for 3. Once again,
Oh, hey, yeah.
Spurs trail by 7. Johnson, the pass to Primo. Murray outside. Spurs passing it around. Now here's McDermott. Defense right on him. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good.
You know, that's one thing, guys, Murray's never afraid to do. Lean in, draw contact, and put the defender in a bind.
Now, here's Okoro. He's guarded closely. Allen trying to break free. Sexton's shot is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. After making the finals 4 straight years from 2015 to 2018, there have been some lean years lately for the Cavaliers. Over the last 3 seasons, they've only won a couple more games than they did in a single season, the title season of 2016. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff says the losing is tough on everybody, but I look forward to the journey ahead. Kevin, back to you.
What do they say, D.A.? The journey is the reward. Thanks. Pass to Murray. And stolen by Sexton. And now Okoro running the floor all by himself.
Where's everyone?
And staying with the play, Allen. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
Boy, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
Now here's McDermott, guarded closely. Hey, Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Knocks down
3.
And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Here's Murray. And it's sent back by Allen.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good bounce.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray. This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, he didn't exactly light it up from the free throw line a season ago. Shot right around 70%.
Boy, you know, you look at the raw athleticism of Allen, very enticing. I mean, he's a quick-footed, shot-blocking big guy. He's got a great future in this league, in my opinion.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Garland comes in for Colin Sexton. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the change.
Murray is a spectacular talent, and when he gets going, watch out.
Here's Osman.
Oh my God, I got
Good work
pushed.
defensively by Richardson. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Cavaliers ball.
Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Love's checked in for Cleveland. Karis LeVert comes in for Okoro. Cleveland leading by 11. Right side, Garland. Now here's LeVert. Defense is right there. Pass to Osman. Love outside. Back to Osman. Just 5 on the clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Garland, no good. Spurs have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Vassell. LeVert defending. Walker taking his time here. And it's Love with the ball for Cleveland. To the middle. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Goes to
Love's got the lead up to 13 now for the Cavs. And Walker kicks to Pirtle. Richardson outside.
Yeah. Oh, goddamn.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Mobley.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's
In order
his
to-
You know,
bonus.
Richardson, simply by being aggressive,
second
puts a lot of pressure on the defense and is able to force the foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so that brings the first half to a close. Cavaliers lead by 13. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half, and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. We got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room. We got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. Now back to the other Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big numbers and find themselves way out in front here at the half. Taking a look at the Cavaliers, Shaq, what'd you think?
The difference so far has been the efficiency of their offense. Ball movement is really good. They're not afraid to use the whole shot clock if they have to. Overall, they're making every possession count.
Kenny, how do you think San Antonio played?
The energy on D stood for disappointment. They were slow to rotate. Communication
We're just killing them in this game right now.
No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. McDermott in at the forward with Johnson as the other. Then there's Murray. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Vassell in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Back to McDermott. Passes it to Pirtle. Johnson surveying the floor. Fires top of the key. They get the rebound. A floater, and it's sent back by Allen. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Just 4 to shoot.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And then Allen slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Murray against Allen. Murray, no good.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Allen passes to Mobley. Markkanen dishes to Okoro. Hands it from downtown. Okoro's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Spurs trail by 16. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Your Spurs Hype Squad. Fans, your Spurs Hype Squad.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Murray. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Now, here's Okoro. Right side, Garland. He kicks to Okoro. Allen passes to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Cleveland moving it around. Mobley misses. Spurs trail by 16. And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pushed.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
And Cleveland making a change here. Sexton's checked in. Johnson against Allen. And stolen by Mobley. Fast break, here they come. And take down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Jones checked in for Jakob Poeltl.
At the line for 2.
And Allen drops them both. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Now the pass to Primo. Kicks to Johnson. Now McDermott. Pass to Primo. To end the run. That shot, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Sexton with it. Now guarded by Murray. Allen dishes to Okoro. And Okoro throws it down.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. Just 5 to shoot. Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the
got them.
McDermott passes to Primo. Out to the right wing. Murray finds Johnson. Back to Murray. Trying to get open as Johnson. Murray, no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Mobley. Defended by Jones. And Mobley throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Both teams will make substitutions. .156 left to play in the third. Here's Jones. Here's Collins. That's a two-pointer from Walker. Sexton grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Count that one for Mobley.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Walker. San Antonio again missing. Richardson against Sexton. And here is Mobley. He's got 6. Outside for Sexton. Outside Garland. That's good.
Oh!
LeVert with the assist. Garland's got 10 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Jones, the pass to Collins. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And deciding where to go with it. It's left in the third quarter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Love.
You know, at this point of his career, Richardson knows his role, understands it, embraces it. He's a 3-and-D guy who gives you great effort.
Hi, back to it. Sorry for the delay. Check my chat, chat if I missed anything. If I'm in there, we're good.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First one falls for Vassell. He's checked in for San Antonio. And Richardson drops them both. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on an 18-6 run.
Ooh!
And Mobley throws it down.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
Richardson against LeVert. Richardson with it. Passes it to Bates Diop. Three-pointer. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. On out there with Mobley. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Stevens in at the shooting guard. Outside Rondo. The pass to Osman. 6 on the shot clock.
Bam!
Rondo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning. And have not stopped.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, that's just cunning and crafty by Rondo. Drives in, looking to draw a foul, and hoping to knock down the shot as well. That's just good basketball.
Spurs making a switch here. Langford's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Wade, he's checked in for Mobley. Here's Paige Diop. Wade is covering. From the high post. Shot's good by Walker.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Wade, right side. Pass to Osman. Here's Steffens. And it's off from three-point range. Rondo against Walker. Over to the wing. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Rondo.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
And finished off by Walker.
No, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating here and there.
Left side, Brown. Here's Rondo. Brown trying to free himself up. Pass to Steffens. Takes the three.
Probably not wrong for him, but
Walker with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Down low. Out to the right wing. To the paint. And he slams it one-handed.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
It's good from long range.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Walker against Rondo. Inside, Wade. Misses from close range.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Now, here's Langford. D right on him. Wade is covering. And it's blocked by Brown. And they get it back. Here's Vassell.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Wade outside. Drives to the hoop. And it's Wade slamming it down.
Hey,
there
you
you go.
About this now, Rondo's averaged double-digit assists multiple seasons. As good a passer as any in this league.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Passes to Vassell. 13 feet away. That's good on the jump shot.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
Here's Stevens, and he jams it with authority.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Cavaliers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For Allen.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The layup off target. Outside, Walker. The pass to Vassell. Now, here's Langford. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Vassell. And it's Wade with the rebound. And so it's Cleveland with it. And Cleveland can just let the clock run down here.
Hey, down the board, on the floor.
Here's Steffens. From deep three-point range, no good. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Let's do this. This would be an easy win because they suck horribly.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. With two All-Stars, Grant Hill and Chris Webber. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
But you also got to give credit to the offense, too. I mean, they exploited every hole they saw in the defense.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. We've got Jakob Poeltl, Devin Vassell out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Josh Richardson, and it's Bates Diop in at the 4.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Pure from three-point range. And, Chris, you were one of the few passing bigs in your day. Now it seems like we're seeing loads of front court players also being playmakers.
Well, first, B.A., thank you. And give the coaches, the players, the systems a shout-out because bigs can make these plays, too. Coaches understand that, and teammates understand that. This led to a style of hoops we've seen. Floor spread, high energy, really fun to watch.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Brown. Outside Herter. The 3.
Oh, crap. Never mind, the good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Bates Diop. Outside Murray. Into the lane. Shoots over Wall. No good off the back of the rim. Brown finds Cousins. Oh, rejected.
Wow.
As it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Now here's Wall. Outside Herter. And he drives in. Banked it in off the glass. Herder's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Murray against Wall. The shot from the low post is good.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
One of the more improved players over the last few years. Murray has thrived in his high-usage role. You just wonder how good can this kid become.
Now here's Wall. Back to Cousins. 5 on the clock. And here's Brown for 3. Bates Diop with a rebound. San Antonio trailing here. And it's really incredible the number of ways Murray can affect a game.
I mean, I totally agree, B.A. I mean, he creates for himself and others. One of the best rebounders in the league at his position. And boy, is he disruptive on defense. The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
Pass to Herder. Puts up a 3.
Oh, crap. No.
Richardson with the rebound. Here's Vassell, defended by Brown. Stolen by Wall. Fast break, here we go. Puts it up from 17. Herder gets the bucket. He's got 7. They've been behind for a few minutes now.
And I think that's about to change.
Here's Murray. The kick out to Richardson. Here's Pirtle. Out to the right wing. Here's Bates Diop. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Here's Green. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
And for a bigger guy, Green moves well to the basket. He's going to stand in attack mode.
Here's Vassell. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Richardson. Back to Vassell. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Offensive rebound. Here's Pirtle. And he converts the layup. Pirtle's got 8 points.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
More than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Oh my God, my eyes.
Murray against Wall. Pass to Vassell. The teardrop. Up again. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And here's Wall. Outside, Brown. From deep. The putback. The rebound by
Oh my God.
Brown against Richardson. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Personal foul.
It takes a lot to shake Richardson's
Shooting for San Antonio. Josh Richardson.
A big group substitution here for San Antonio. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him.
Well, Richardson comes from a military family. His mom was an officer in the Air Force, so he knows about discipline on and off the court. That helps a pro ball player.
Now here's Walker. Smart up top. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Doug McDermott.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy
shots. This one falls for him.
And you can't measure Smart's value by the numbers. He does all the little things. I mean, he gives you toughness, courage, and a sustained effort.
Langford's checked in for San Antonio.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Now here's Walker. Collins outside. Here's Langford. Monk covers. And it's Langford missing. And what stands out about Smart is how many winning plays he makes, Chris.
Could be a shot, a pass, a steal, a crucial rebound. I mean, you want
boom!
And the basket by Monk.
Really smart is fine. Receiving the pass where he wants it, elevating, and knocking down the shot.
Here's Primo. Harrell defending. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Outside Monk. Walker against Walker. Walker passes to Monk. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up. Monk's got 6.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
They need this. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
And let's take a
Second
moment to get
team
your
foul.
take, guys, on the scoring so far
At the
for New
line for the
Orleans.
Spurs.
The three-pointer has
Walker.
been a major weapon
At
for
the
them
line
in
for
early
2.
stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Also, their passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And both free throws good for Walker.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Smart passes to Harrell. Outside Walker. Here's Clark. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And this is the next step from Monk, if you ask me. Improving his passing, in-court vision. Beautiful play.
Outside Walker. Pass to Collins. Here's Langford. And here's Walker. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. Walker for 3. Here's Harrell. And Harrell with the strong finish.
And you know Harrell wants to jam it. No layups here. He loves flushing it home.
Up top, Walker. Walker covering. McDermott against Monk. Pass to Langford. 4 on the clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
Already in bonus. God damn it.
At the line for the Spurs, Romeo Langford, taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. So he gets them both. Clark outside. Harrell down low. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. They're up by 5. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
The defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
Kemba Walker's out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Monk in at the 3.
Bam!
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. San Antonio trailing here. And for the Spurs, Doug McDermott out there with Zach Collins. Then it's Lonnie Walker. And it's Langford in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Primo. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Collins. No good there. And it's New Orleans taking it the other way. And for New Orleans, They've got Kemba Walker. Malik Monk is out.
Boy, flying.
Then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Harrell in at the center, locking down the middle.
So explosive. Give Monk any room to work with, and you could regret it.
Now here's Walker. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Murray's checking for San Antonio.
First personal foul. First team foul. Into the lineup for the Spurs. DeJounte
Harrell against Collins. Walker for 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Here's Murray with the drive. Oh, great D that time from Harrell.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
The kick out to Walker.
Oh, that was my...
The ball goes to San Antonio.
And that's a gift of
In for San Antonio.
They got to communicate much better out there.
Bates.
Yeah.